It's 3:50 in the morning and I'm just waking up. Oh my god. This is the part nobody tells you about. You gotta wake up super early to go fishing, to get there before everybody else, get those hot bites. So today we're doing something super special. Somebody hit me up on Facebook last night at like midnight. So I only got a couple hours of sleep, but we're going somewhere really special today. We're gonna go clamming in Bodega Bay. How's it going, you guys? Today is going to be a really fun day. We made the 2-hour drive over to Bodega Bay. I think we're on Lawson's Landing right now. There's a huge line of cars that are waiting to get in. It seems like they open this place only at 8 a.m. So, I don't know. First come, first serve. I talked to a couple of friendly fishermen in some of the cars. They say it's going to be a blast, and people have been, you know, pulling up some really big clams. I think there's two ways to do it. You got the shovels, that's the old school way, and you have the people with the pumps. Luckily, I think the Vietnamese dudes I'm with have a bunch of pumps, so it should be faster, but apparently with the shovels you can go deeper and get some bigger clams. I don't know, we'll see. Waders and clamming do not mix, so don't be like me. Just wear either a wetsuit or swim trunks. Just brave the cold. But watch me put them on. I look pretty cool. There's a whole series of minus tides going on right now, which is why everybody's going up to Bodega Bay and getting clams. We're gonna use this little raft. This pump connects right to the car, so super easy to set up. And we're gonna get on it and go to the middle of the bay. I had no idea what I was in for. I just said yes when Kuga messaged me, and I'm just along for the ride right now. We got this little 3.5 trolling motor, gassing it up, and then taking it to the water. Let's go. Alright, we're taking off. Let's go. We made it to the middle of Bodega Bay. This huge island is exposed during the low tides. It's like an alien planet here. Check this out. These clams are everywhere. The trick is being able to spot them. Oh my god! Alright, we found one, Ben. Right here. Alright, we gotta dig a hole. Big hole. So this tube can sit down. Okay. Oh, there's a hole right here, guys. Alright, once you found the hole, make sure it's like at least 3 fingers wide. That means it's a big clam. The bigger the clam, the bigger the hole. And then just start pumping.
Wait, hold up. I don't see the hole anymore.
What these guys are trying to do is remove all the sand from the hole, find the neck, which is constantly retracting, of the clam, and get to the shell.
All you want is just like one finger and just up and down. Just, you don't go here and just snap like that. Center. Pressure.
Alright guys, a little bit more. We got our first clam. Let's get a big one. at that. Oh my god. Check this out. Ah, it's pink.
Alright, another one.
Another one?
Bring that one over here. Dig a hole. Oh, this one's bigger. Slow. There's a lot of water. Alright, second one, guys.
Oh my god, look at these.
Alright, you're taking the next one.
Two big ones in the bag. Alright guys, we're gonna hold it like this, stick it down there, feel for the clam. Spray around it.
Follow the path.
Yeah. I feel the clam, yeah. Alright, so you can like feel the neck of the clam and it keeps getting shorter. And so you wanna
look at the shell.
You wanna get all the way to the shell. Oh my god, where's the shell? Ah, there it is. Keep going. Oh man. There it is. I got it. Alright! Oh yeah! Check that out! Hey! It's a pretty good one, huh?
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Right here. Record that. Right there. That's them. Poke a hole and then show on camera. That's them.
There's one right here.
Yep, squirting up water. Oh, it's all around here. Look at this one.
Yeah, look at this. Oh my god. There's one here. Let's get this one. We're gonna use these little clams to mark the holes so that we can come back to them later. Man, my sleeve is full of water already. Alright, where's the clam? Ah, there it is. No?
Quick and easy.
Oh, there it is. I found the neck. Oh my god. You're gonna have to lay down for this one. Oh, my shirt is filling with water. Keep going, Ben.
Hold on.
Almost got it.
Got it? No. That's
not it.
another one. That's another one. Follow the hose.
Oh my god. Oh my god. It doesn't feel that big, to be honest. Wow.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Good size.
My shirt is
Alright, another one. Let's go.
full of water. Alright, where's the clam? Uh-oh. There's water in my underwear now.
Alright,
Yeah, nothing here.
You see it's beautiful.
Check this out.
oh, oh!
Hey, I got guys. I got filled with sand. Man, I need to take it off. Au natural. Alright, it's only been like 15 minutes, but we already have one limit of 10 clams. The thing with these razor clams is that once you dig them up and bring them up to the surface, no matter if it's a small one or if it has a broken shell, you have to take it. So luckily we've gotten pretty big ones for all of them, and I think we can get like 5 limits, which is like 50 clams. So we'll see how long that takes. He says usually it takes an hour for 10, but we got really lucky and got 15 at one time. So let's keep going. Man, I had to take my jacket off because it got full of sand. The pump like shoots water with sand, and I was just, you know, it's too crazy. But this is a lot of fun, man. It's a big one.
Oh man, this one's giant. Oh
man, I only two the big one.
Woo!
Hey, mấy con nhỏ hả?
Hả?
Con nào mấy con nhỏ?
Ok. Lộn rồi. Thấy rồi không? Thấy rồi không?
Man, I've got a bunch of water inside of my waders now, inside of my shoes. This is getting uncomfortable, but luckily Ben told me to bring an extra pair of clothes, so I brought some stuff, shorts, shirt, that kind of stuff.
Đây, cho nó hai con nha.
Ê, con này bự này, sâu lắm nha. Má nó bự, con kéo con này rồi.
Nice.
Over here. Over here. Over here.
Này, hai con như vậy nè. Alright, pick up, pick up. Wow.
Alright guys, so we were out there for about 2 hours. I didn't get much more footage because, man, I'm just like, I'm completely full of sand. I got completely soaked. I was completely dressed wrong for this activity. But now I know. I'm definitely going to come back and do this. This was awesome. This is a horseneck clam. They're pretty abundant up there in Bodega Bay. The limit currently is 10 clams per person. And man, by the time I got home, I only had 4 left. That's because I left 3 with Tui, that's fishing 24/7. Go check out his channel. I left 2 with a friend who helps me cook all the time. And I left 1 with my new friend Vidal. Hope you're feeling better, buddy. We need to get on the water soon. My roommate and I are going to attempt to make sashimi out of 2 of these guys and store the rest for later in vacuum packs. So let's get started. The first thing you're going to want to do is give them a quick rinse. They're full of sand because that's where they live. Then take a knife and run it along both sides of the shell. It'll take a little bit of finessing, but eventually you'll be able to crack them open with just your fingers. Then pull everything out. I'm just gonna deal with the necks for now, so I'm pulling the guts off and leaving them there. But there is some good meat on here if you wanna deal with that later. There's still going to be a ton of sand on these guys, so give them another quick rinse. Try to get as much sand as you can off as possible. And then they have this little scallop thing that attaches the meat to the shell. So I'm going to try it right now. That means it's really good in Spanish. Alright, next up, we're going to want to prepare an ice bath for the necks of these clams. We're going to blanch the necks. That means boil them in water for 30 seconds, maybe even up to a minute, and then submerge them in the cold water to stop the cooking process. Fill up your boiling pot, and then don't forget to trip over your burner. Oops. Alright, light it up and wait for it to boil. Meanwhile, we can check out my garden. I've got a bunch of leafy greens on this side of the garden. I've got an Ariana lettuce next to a butter crunch here. I've got a bunch of corn in the back. I've got beets. I've got bok choy. It's going to be awesome to work these into my recipes in the future. Alright, back to the clams. You got to chop the tips off. I don't think anybody eats these, but correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. The water is now boiling, so let's blanch these guys. Throw them in the water for 30 seconds to 1 minute, just enough for the outsides to heat up. But then quickly take them out and dunk them in the ice water. Once they cool down, we can start peeling off the skin. Each side should pretty easily come off until you get to this part. So I found that using a knife to scrape it off was the easiest for me. And that's it, a nicely peeled horseneck clam neck. The next step was cutting them up, but I honestly didn't know how to sashimi these properly, so I just made these really ugly circles and called it a day. They still tasted delicious. I cut up this ginger, poured some soy sauce, and we were ready to eat. Alright guys, it's time to try the clam. This has been an awesome day. Thanks again to Kuga for inviting me out last night at midnight. I only got like 3 hours of sleep, but we did it. I can't wait to do it again. Let's see how it tastes. This is really good. This is delicious. It goes really well with the soy sauce. I'm gonna share with my roommate and we're just gonna have a good time. Thanks again. Thanks for watching. Leave me a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.